Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Destiny and you're watching Testimony Sundays, Confessions of a Gardener. So today we have two verses, one in the book of Exodus and another in the book of Ephesians. And we'll go ahead and do the first verse because this was the first one that came to me this week. So it's in the book of Exodus. And let me get the chapters together for you. So it's going to be Exodus chapter 12, verse 34 through 39. So the people took their dough before the yeast was added and carried it on their shoulders in kneading troughs wrapped in clothing. The Israelites did as Moses instructed and asked the Egyptians for articles of silver and gold and for clothing. The Lord had made the Egyptians favorably disposed toward the people, and they gave them what they asked for. So they plundered the Egyptians. The Israelites journeyed from Ramses to Succulent. There were about 600 men on foot besides women and children. Many other people went with them, and also large droves of livestock, both flocks and herds. With the dough the Israelites had brought from Egypt, they baked loaves of unleavened bread. The dough was without yeast because they had been driven out of Egypt and did not have time to prepare food for themselves. So what does this verse mean to you? Is basically going with whatever God is telling you to do at that time, even though you do not feel prepared for yourself. So with this gardening journey, I started the channel and honestly I didn't feel prepared myself because one, I'm a beginner gardener. Two, I'm still learning things myself, but I feel like God has called me to go ahead and go on this gardening journey as well as this faith journey. With my faith journey, I had started my YouTube and had no intentions of speaking about Christ, speaking about the Lord. I hadn't even gone on my journey with the Lord at this time. But, as time went on, after he spoke to me the first time, he spoke to me again saying, you need to speak. You have something to speak to. You're watching these sermons, but you have something to add to that too. And at the first I was like blowing it off like I'm tripping, like okay. But then it kept coming to me like, go ahead and speak on it. Go ahead and speak on it. And you know how God tells you to do some things without telling people that you're going to do it. And that was one of these things. Like I didn't tell anyone that I had any intentions of doing this. This is something that I just did myself. And I did it myself because one, when you're venturing out on new journeys, you don't want to hear any people saying like, girl, how are you gonna do that? You don't even go to church, this, that, putting doubt in your heart. So again, do stuff. If God tells you to do something, then go ahead and do it. No matter if you feel like you're ready, go ahead and do it because he has your back. He's not gonna let you fail. If you fail, the only way you're gonna fail is if you're failing forward. You're not gonna fail, you're gonna fail forward. So applying pressure. She also, and I'm gonna insert the sermon that I was watching too, and she also was talking about applying pressure to things. And one of the things that I've been applying pressure with was this gardening journey. So I've been applying pressure about just making myself do uncomfortable things that I've never done before. Like I made 2 hanging baskets and I made a horse trough. The hanging baskets I struggled with. Like I was just like, oh Lord, I don't even know how to do some of this stuff. Like I don't even know how this is looking. I don't like how this is turning out. And I ended up not being able to hang the baskets because I didn't have the right pieces. Again, not being prepared, but still doing something. So I didn't have the right pieces, and I honestly didn't like how the video turned out because I felt like my energy was off that day. This was Monday, we went and got COVID tested, and it was just a long day. The kids didn't like the test going in their nose, and then they had to drive around to find a testing site for my 2-year-old. So it was just a long day, and I didn't pray about it. So you could read that energy off in the video. So I was like, I'm not gonna put this up. So I filmed another video, and this video I liked personally. It came out well to me. I had all the things that I liked in it, and one thing that I did do before the video was, one, apply pressure, and I prayed upon it. I said, I was like, whatever this video is intended to do, I'm gonna just keep doing it. And I've been watching YouTube videos just to strengthen my YouTube journey, and they like basically saying, even if only one person watches your video, that's that one person. Just keep making those videos, keep applying pressure, and keep making that content, and keep doing what you want to do. So another thing that I've been applying pressure with, I've been applying pressure all around the board. Another thing that I've been applying pressure with is with my finances. I want a house. I'm ready to get out of apartment dwellings. I'm like, me having to tell my kids, don't run, you know, stop stomping. Like, I want them to enjoy their house. I don't want to feel like they have to tiptoe around and just spread themselves out, have a backyard for them to run in, have a backyard for my gardening. I like entertaining my friends, and like, there's just a lot of things that I want to do, and I need a house. And I know a lot of people have said, you know, girl, don't rush you getting a house. It's going to come when you want it. But, you know, I feel as though God is going to place me in the house that he wants. Whatever house it is going to look like, I'm going to let it be. But I am going to apply pressure to, and, you know, adjust some things that I can be doing differently. Like, let me scale back on some of the unnecessary bills. Like, let me take off cable. Do we even watch cable? No. So what do I have cable for? Basically just to have it, because I mean, I watch the Real Housewives. I like watching that, but other than that, the kids aren't watching it. We're barely watching it. I'm watching YouTube now. The kids are watching YouTube now. They're playing. Just about applying pressure to areas that God is telling you. God keeps giving you hints, and those two things, like, he been telling me to, you know, you don't even need this cable. I just never acted on it. So if he's telling you something, act on it. So when I get my house, I'm gonna take y'all on my journey with me, because I do feel like that's coming soon, and it's coming soon. I know it's coming soon. Okay, so the next verse that I wanted to talk about comes from Ephesians, and this is chapter 4, chapter 4, verse 20 through 24. So let me go ahead, and I would take it out. Oh, I opened it right to the page. God. Okay. That, however, is not the way of life you learned when you heard about Christ and were taught in him in accordance with the truth that is in Jesus. You were taught with regard to your former way of life to put your old self, which is being corrupted in its deceitful desires, to be made in new attitude of your minds, and to put the new self created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness. So I'm going to conclude my video with this verse. And this verse came from another sermon that I was watching today. And this sermon was about afraid of the dark. Basically, it's taking your old self and having your new self. And your new self is one that's journeying with, is journeying a word? Your new self that's on a journey with God. And your old self is dying. Now, I had a dream about dying, actually, a few days ago. And I was like, why do I keep having these dreams? But it's my old self dying. It's my new self coming and emerging. So it's learning God and trusting God even through the darkest days, even through the darkest hours. It's still having faith that he's gonna help you go through those hours, not being afraid of anything, knowing that whatever I'm going through, God is gonna get me through it. Whatever, you know, whatever adversities I'm gonna face, God is gonna get me through it. So that verse really resonated with me because, you know, I talked about the COVID testing, and, you know, we didn't get the results that we wanted to get, and which is like, I don't know, you know, who knows. But, you know, I let that get me down, and I was like, you know, getting kind of depressed and laying in bed, and then, you know, just me praying about it, and let me get up, let me take a shower, let me do my hair, let me get ready, because I still have to finish this video. I started this journey. I'm going to finish this journey. I'm going to see through it, this journey. I'm going to apply pressure to this journey. So that's something that I'm just doing myself. And let me go ahead and wrap up the video because I have kids at the door. They are ready for dinner and they are ready for the ice cream. So that is my verse today. And please remember to go ahead, what verse is, please remember to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. We need those comments below, and we need you to be liking those videos. You see how I just did the mommy look? Hold on real quick. So I'm back. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We need those comments below, and I need you to be liking this video. Do not forget to like the video. That helps me. So go ahead and like the video, subscribe, share with anyone who's close to you, share with your family and friends the video if it's gonna help them. Again, I have new videos every Wednesday and Thursday. No, what am I talking about? Wednesday and Sunday. Every Wednesday and Sunday we have new videos dropping, so please stay tuned, and thank you for growing with me. So I'll go ahead and sign off. Happy growing.